I kissed a tall, God-sculpted stranger at a concert last night. He asked if we could hang out again, but I told him I'm too emotionally unemployed for that. Today, I show up to work and guess who is sitting in the conference room? HR hired him. The stranger I kissed 12 hours ago at a concert. And he's sitting there, laughing with HR like he belongs here. My coffee almost slips from my hand. No, this cannot be happening. Let me back up. Last night, my friends dragged me to a Burna Boy concert at Echo Hotel rooftop. I didn't want to go. After what Emeka did to me 2 years ago, I've been perfectly content staying home, judging people on Twitter, and avoiding anything that remotely resembles feelings. But there I was, nursing a drink by the railing, trying to calculate how long I needed to stay before I could politely disappear, when I heard his voice. "You look like you're at a funeral, not a Burna Boy concert." I turned around and, okay, let me be honest. This man was beautiful. Tall, dark-skinned, with this smile that probably got him out of every bad situation he'd ever been in. He was holding 2 drinks and looking at me like I was the most interesting person on that rooftop. "Maybe I'm mourning my decision to come here," I shot back. He laughed. A real laugh, not that polite chuckle people give when they're trying to be nice. "That bad?" he asked. "My friends dragged me. I'm more of a stay home and judge people online type." "Same," he said, stepping closer. "But I'm trying this new thing called having a life." I couldn't help but smile. "How's that working out?" "Ask me in an hour." And somehow an hour turned into 3. His name was Chidi. He'd just moved back from London, starting some new job the next day. He was funny, sharp, and he actually listened when I talked. Not that thing men do where they're just waiting for their turn to speak. He actually heard me. The music got louder, the crowd pushed us closer together, and at some point, between the bass drops and the strobe lights cutting through Lagos night sky, he leaned in and asked, "Can I kiss you?" I should have said no. I should have made an excuse and walked away. But something in me, some reckless part I thought I'd buried with my last relationship, said yes. So we kissed, right there, surrounded by hundreds of people who didn't care. And for the first time in 2 years, I felt something other than safe. When we broke apart, both breathless, he asked, "Can I see you again?" Reality crashed back. The walls I'd built, brick by careful brick, shot back up. "I'm emotionally unemployed," I told him. "Can't take on new projects right now." He looked confused, amused, maybe a little hurt. "That's creative." "This was fun," I said, already backing away. "But I don't do this." I disappeared into the crowd before he could respond, went home, told myself I'd made the smart choice, the safe choice. So you can imagine my absolute horror when I walk into work the next morning, chatting with my colleague Tayo about how HR finally hired someone for business development, and I look through the conference room glass and see him, Chidi, the stranger who isn't a stranger anymore, sitting there in a crisp shirt, laughing with our HR manager like he hasn't just turned my carefully controlled life upside down. Our eyes meet through the glass. He recognizes me instantly, and while my face is screaming internal panic, his breaks into that same smile from last night. I rush toward the conference room as he steps out. "Please pretend that kiss never happened," I whisper urgently. He leans against the wall, completely unbothered. Sounds like someone's scared to like me. "I'm serious. This is my job. I can't—" "Adeza, there you are." My boss, Blessing, appears, and I want the floor to swallow me whole. "This is Chidi Okafor, our new business development manager," Blessing says with a smile that tells me she has no idea she's destroying my life. "You two will be working closely on the Zenith Bank pitch." My stomach drops. How closely? "Joint presentation, due in 2 weeks. Show him the ropes." Blessing walks away, leaving us in the most awkward silence of my entire existence. "So," Chidi says, his eyes dancing with amusement, "emotionally unemployed, huh? Still a thing, or are you hiring?" I give him my most professional smile, which probably looks more like a grimace. Conference room, now.
Inside the empty conference room, I pace while he leans against the table looking far too relaxed. "This cannot happen," I say. "We work together now." "Nothing's happening, just a kiss at a concert." "Exactly, so we forget it and act professional." "I can do professional," he says. "Good. Can you?" I glare at him, but he's hit a nerve. "I invented professional." "Is that why you ran away last night?" The question hangs in the air between us. My armor cracks just slightly. "I didn't run. I made a smart choice." "If you say so." He extends his hand with a small smile. "Colleagues?" I shake it, ignoring how the touch sends electricity up my arm. "Colleagues." The next 2 weeks become a special kind of torture. We work together constantly, brainstorming sessions where our ideas flow so naturally it's scary, late nights in the office when he brings me jollof rice from the place near his house because he noticed I skip dinner when I'm stressed, elevator rides where we both stare at the numbers instead of acknowledging the tension thick enough to cut with a knife. He's brilliant at his job, analytical where I'm creative, grounded where I tend to fly off into abstract concepts. We balance each other perfectly, and that terrifies me more than anything. One night, I'm on the phone with my best friend Kemi, pacing my small apartment. "So you kissed your coworker?" she asks, not even trying to hide her amusement. "I kissed him when he wasn't my coworker." "And now?" "Nothing. We're working on a pitch." And how's that going?" I pause, because the truth is complicated. "He's good at his job." And nothing. "Adeza, it's been 2 years since Emeka. You can't stay emotionally unemployed forever." "Watch me," I say, and hang up. But lying in bed that night, I can't stop thinking about Chidi's laugh, the way he listens, how safe I feel around him, which is exactly why I can't let this happen. A week later, we present our initial pitch to Blessing and the team. We're completely in sync, finishing each other's sentences, reading each other's cues. When we conclude, the room erupts in applause. "Excellent work, you two," Blessing says. "This is exactly what the client needs. Final pitch is Monday. Don't mess it up." After the meeting, I escape to the office rooftop. Lego stretches out below me, chaos and beauty in equal measure. I hear footsteps behind me. I already know it's him. "You looked amazing in there," Chidi says, joining me at the railing. "We were amazing. It's a team effort." He's quiet for a moment, then, "Can I ask you something?" My shoulders tense. "Okay. Why did you really walk away that night?" I could deflect, make a joke, change the subject, but standing there with Legos humming below us and the setting sun painting everything gold, I'm tired of hiding. "Because I liked kissing you," I admit, and that scared me. "Why?" I take a breath. "Because the last person I let in, he took everything and left. My time, my trust, I rebuilt myself from nothing, Chidi. I can't do that again." "So you'd rather feel nothing?" "I'd rather feel safe." He steps closer, and I can feel the warmth radiating off him. What if safe isn't the same as happy? My heart is pounding. We work together. I don't care. I care. I need this job. I need stability. I can't risk. "Adeza," his voice is gentle but firm, "stop thinking for 1 second and tell me what you feel." The question breaks something open inside me. I feel terrified. Of me? Of this, of wanting this. He takes my hand so gently it makes my chest ache. Then let's be terrified together. I'm about to respond, about to maybe say yes to something that scares me, when his phone rings. It's Blessing. Emergency meeting. The moment shatters like glass. In the conference room, Blessing drops the bomb. The zenith pitch is moved up, tomorrow, 8 a.m. My colleague Tayo speaks up. "Tomorrow? But the client's flying to Abuja tomorrow afternoon. It's now or never." Blessing looks at Chidi and me. "Can you be ready?" We glance at each other, and despite everything, I know we can do this. "Yes," we say in perfect unison. We work through the night. The office empties around us until it's just the two of us and the glow of our laptops. Around 2 a.m., we take a coffee break in the kitchen. "Why did you move back from London?" I asked, surprising myself. He's quiet for a moment, measuring his words. My dad got sick, cancer. He's okay now, but it made me realize I was running away. From what? From expectations, from London, from becoming someone I didn't want to be. He looks at me. I came back to build something real, something mine. I understand that more than he knows. Emeka, my ex, he made me feel like I was never enough, smart enough, soft enough, Nigerian enough. After we ended, I promised myself I'd never shrink for anyone again. You shouldn't have to. But relationships mean compromise, right? Bending? There's a difference between bending and breaking, he says softly. I meet his eyes, and something shifts between us. Chidi, His phone buzzes. He curses under his breath. The client just emailed. They want to see our social media strategy too. We don't have a social media strategy.
We do now. Come on. The moment dissolves. But something has changed. As we rush back to work, I realize I'm not running anymore. The next morning, running on caffeine and nerves, we walk into the Zenith Bank boardroom. The client executives watch us with polite but skeptical expressions. But when we present, it's magic. All those late nights, all that chemistry we've been pretending doesn't exist, it all channels into this pitch. Chidi's analytics ground my creative vision. My storytelling brings his data to life. We're not two people presenting, we're one unit. As we finish, one of the executives leans forward. Impressive, very impressive. But we're considering two agencies. How do we know you can handle the pressure of a long-term partnership? Chidi and I exchange a glance. I take a breath and speak from somewhere deeper than strategy. Because partnerships aren't built on perfection. They're built on trust, communication, and showing up, even when it's hard. We've only worked together for 2 weeks, but we've learned each other's strengths. We've covered each other's blind spots. That's what partnership looks like. Chidi nods. And that's what we're offering you. The clients nod, impressed. We'll be in touch. Outside Zenith Bank, Lagos explodes around us. Danfos honking, hawkers shouting, the city alive and chaotic and perfect. We did it, Chidi says. We did. We stand there on the bustling sidewalk, and I realize something. All this time, I've been so afraid of jumping that I forgot what it feels like to fly. Chidi, about what you said yesterday, I don't want to be emotionally unemployed anymore. The words tumble out before I can stop them. He freezes, staring at me. What? I've been hiding for 2 years, behind work, behind walls, behind clever phrases. But standing there, talking about partnership, I realized something. What? The scary part isn't falling, it's never jumping at all. I step closer, my heart pounding so hard I'm sure he can hear it. So I'm jumping, with you, if you still want. He kisses me, right there on the street, with Lagos moving around us like we're the only still point in the universe. It's different from the concert kiss. That was reckless abandon. This is choice. This is courage. When we break apart, I'm breathless and laughing. Does this mean I'm hired? Probationary period, 3 months. I'll take it. We stand there, foreheads together, grinning like idiots. A Danfo nearly hits us, and we jump back, laughing harder. Come on, he says, taking my hand. Let me buy you breakfast. Actual breakfast, not office coffee. Lead the way. As we walk down the street, fingers intertwined, I think about the girl who went to that concert 2 weeks ago, the one who was so sure that safe was better than sorry. She was wrong. Sometimes the scariest thing and the best thing are the same thing. Sometimes you have to stop being emotionally unemployed and take the risk. 1 week later, our office is celebrating. Balloons, small chop, everyone hugging and laughing because we got the Zenith account. Across the room, Chidi catches my eye and winks. Teo leans over and says, "You two are great together. Professionally, I mean." I smile, watching the man who scared me into being brave. Yeah, professionally. That night, Chidi takes me back to Echo Hotel rooftop, the same place where this all started.
3 weeks ago you kissed me right here, he says. Technically you kissed me, and you ran away, and I found you anyway. He pulls me close, and Lagos sparkles below us, a city of millions, and somehow we found each other. So, he murmurs, still emotionally unemployed? I smile against his lips. No, I found a new position. The benefits are incredible. Oh yeah? What kind of benefits? I kiss him, soft and sure, and not scared anymore. The kind that make you believe in jumping. And as we stand there, two people who were brave enough to be terrified together, I realize something. Love isn't safe, but maybe that's the whole point.